Hey YouTube world, it's Kyle Holabora back again, and today I wanted to go over a few of my backpacking slash travel tips and kind of tricks I learned along the way. So let's dive right into it. Number one, biggest question I get asked all the time is where do I book my flights and how do I go about it? The number one booking site that I go to immediately is always Skyscanner. The really cool thing with Skyscanner is you can punch in a specific month or specific date. But the really cool thing is when you look up an entire month is it shows all the prices for every single day, and you can really build your trip around those dates as long as you're flexible. Another great site is Momondo. They do a similar thing, and they've always been a lot cheaper, I found, than Expedia or Orbitz, because I believe those two sites, they charge the airlines a fee or something like that, and they have to charge a little bit more. It's just kind of how it works. But Skyscanner and Momondo are excellent, and also Google Flights is always a great place to check. That's similar to Skyscanner, and it's just Google, so it's great. Number two, absolutely go into your trip with an open mind. You have to be accepting of different cultures, different values, different personalities of people. You meet all different types of people when you're on the road. Now, this comes in handy when, for instance, I've already been in hostels where I've gone to bed early and I have all the lights off and I'm sleeping like a kitten. Somebody comes in, causes a ruckus, going for the lockers, getting shoes, changing. They leave the room, lights are left on. Yes, it upsets you, but you can't let it bother you to the point where you're going to get upset and ruin your day. Simply brush it off, move forward. Can't let it bother you. It's really that simple. And it just works out. Number three, and that is you should learn how to say hello and thank you in the local language for wherever country you're going to. This has helped me a ton across the board. While I was in Thailand, I learned how to say hello, which is Sawadee Krap, and thank you, which is Kampung Krap. Now, I know my dialect isn't perfect, my accent is nowhere close to being what it should be, and a lot of time I was kind of looked at weird when I said it, but I've noticed that I've noticed that the person you're speaking to, they hear you and they kind of respect that you're trying, that you're not just the next loud, obnoxious tourist. And next thing you know, usually that person is speaking to you in the little bit of English, in my case, and you kind of build off of that. There was a cab driver I had in Nepal, Man Bahadur. We kind of broke that ice immediately, and then we worked our way through, and we always found that common end. So learning hello and thank you really, really goes a very far way. And who knows, maybe you'll pick up a few more words in a different language that you'll never forget. Number four, two items that I will always have with me no matter what. And if I do forget them, you better bet that I will be buying them immediately. The first one is a buff. You can get these things super cheap anywhere on Amazon or wherever you're at. They're really useful for wearing around your neck at all times when you're hiking or trekking, which I love to do. It protects your neck from sun. A little extra protection is always good. You can pull it over your face if it's dusty, cold, windy, whatever you want. Also, I usually wear it when I go to sleep. Like I said before, with if somebody turns the light on, you have to go back to sleep, and you don't feel like getting out of bed to turn the light off. Pull the buff over your eyes. It takes the place of having to carry around an extra eye mask. So one less thing, as a backpacker, that's huge. The other item that I will never go without is baby powder. Get yourself a little tiny bottle of baby powder. Very important for us hikers and trekkers. Things rub, it happens, chafing is an issue. The other use for it is when you have yourself a good old pair of stinky travel sneakers. Dump that in there within 2 to 3 days of consistent. Put it in there a lot, don't be shy. It'll soak everything up and kind of make things a lot more bearable. Saves you on having to go buy a new pair of shoes or washing them and dealing with them having to dry out and everything. So those are two items never forget. So that's my list. It's only 4 things, pretty short and sweet, but they're all very important things in my opinion. So go ahead and check out my other vlogs, which I don't know how to post things in boxes, so just check out my page. And also check out my Instagram. I'll try to put my name here. It's just Kyle Holabora. It's pretty simple. Same thing as his YouTube page. I'm the only one of me in the world. And I'll probably be putting a few more videos together down the road. And like always, we'll have a beer, see what happens.